Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. This is another reaction to the game fives from yesterday. We had the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets. Let's start with the first game that happened, the Cleveland Cavaliers and Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers win the series 4-1 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, 114 to 105. First off, I want to give my praise to Tyrese Halliburton. That's another one of my guys. People say he's overrated. He's mid. He can't do anything. He can't score over 20 points. But I just saw him yesterday in a closeout game against a fully healthy Cavs team, and he dropped 31 points and hit 6 3-pointers. And he hit like 4 3-pointers in the first half. Because if you remember, the Cavs were actually on the way to blowing them out in game five. And I'm just thinking, like, man, the Pacers are starting out slow. The Cavs got this energy. They're down 3-1. They probably thinking we really got nothing to play for. Let's just go out and play fun basketball. And they started out to a big lead. After the first quarter, they was up 31-19. Then at one point, the Cavs was up 45-21 and had a 19-point lead. Then next thing you know, the Pacers go on a run. They cut it down to like 4 points. It was either 4 or 3 points at halftime. They cut it down. Next thing you know, Pacers keep going up in the second half. They kept pushing the pace, kept hitting their shots. They went 15 for 35 from 3, 42%. They shot 50% from the field. And they've been doing that a lot this series. The Cavs defense has not been that good this series against the Pacers, and it's shown. And Pascal Siakam, he had 21 points, didn't have an efficient game, but he had 21 points. Nesmith has been really good this series, 13 points. Miles Turner had 10. He didn't have a good of a game as last time, but Andrew Nembhard stepped it up with 18 points, and obviously Tyrese Halliburton with 31. It was really just the starters on the Pacers that kept it, that stayed in the game majority of the time, and they were really good. And the Cavs just had nothing to stop them with. Like, the Pacers are a really good team. In my hot takes a month ago before the playoffs even started, I said that the Pacers will make the Eastern Conference Finals again. Like, they have a really good team. One of the best teams at the start of January 1st? They were one of the best teams. Like, I think they have a record of like 42-16. It's something like that. Like, the Pacers have been amazing. That's like the third best since that's like the third best in the league. I think who's in front of them is the Thunder, and I think it's the Celtics. I think it's the Celtics. But either way, the Pacers are a great team. They're a really good team. I knew they would beat the Bucks. I don't know why people thought the Bucks was gonna do anything. Like, they beat the Bucks. And then I did say, like, I picked the Cavs to win the series. I'm going to admit that. I picked the Cavs because I did think they had a better team. And I didn't think that everybody would be hurt. But I can't use the everybody was hurt excuse, because in game one, the Pacers were up, but the Cavs fought back and actually took the lead at one point. Y'all just couldn't hold the lead, and the Pacers won that game. Second game, y'all actually was blowing them out. Y'all just choked in the last 40-some seconds. Then in third game, y'all blew them out. Then in game four, y'all got beat by 40. Then in this game, y'all had another point lead healthy, and y'all lost the game. Like, so I'm not gonna say, well, they were healthy. They would no, because we don't use that as an excuse. If you out there, you ain't hurt. If you out there, you ain't hurt. So not using that excuse for them. Give the Pacers some credit. They fought back. They were the better team this series, and now they're going back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, on the Cavs side, I think that I think Donovan Mitchell played all he. I think he played great. I think he could do. I think he could only do so much. He was hurt, but he was still out here dropping 40-some points. 30. He had a 35-point game yesterday. The key thing is he missed them 3 free throws that would have cut the lead to 3 at one point, and that hurt them. Darius Garland really didn't give you anything. Matt Strus was not good at all. Jared Allen was he was not good this series. He was unplayable. It's kind of hard when the Pacers have a 5-out offense and they have to spread the floor, and who Jared Allen is, he kind of has to stay in the paint somewhat, but he really can't stay in the paint because they have a center that can shoot. So it kind of sucks for them. Like the Pacers, I mean the Cavs, you should have thought they should have won this game. Well, this series, they didn't win. They just didn't win. They've outplayed them. I think Evan Mobley played decent. He missed that one game, but I thought he played okay. But this is just another year when Donovan Mitchell has a good team and they can't get past the second round for some apparent reason. And it's kind of a disappointing season. They had like one of the best seasons without LeBron ever. One of the best seasons since LeBron has left. And it's a second round exit. And a lot of people thought the Cavs was going to win in, say, 6 or 7 games, maybe even 5. And it's kind of disappointing. And now people are thinking, should the Cavs run the same team back? With Darius Garland, Mobley, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, this team is still really good, and they're in the East, which is good for them. But this is like the second year in a row. This would be like second year in a row that they kind of they had a good record and they got eliminated. Like, so you guys have to look in the mirror and be like, should we trade somebody? Donovan Mitchell stays, obviously, but do you think about trading Jared Allen? Do you think about giving up on Darius Garland? Mobley just won defensive player of the year, so I don't think he's going. You will only trade him unless you get like a superstar back. I don't know if that happens, but you have to really think about, should we run this exact same team back? I think they will, though. You probably resign Ty Jerome, but you might have to get some better wings. Like, I feel like that's always been their weak spot. Like, is the wing area. You have to get defensive wings. Like, Max Strus is a really good shooter, but he's not a defensive player. And I think DeAndre Hunter is actually kind of both, but he's not the offensive player as, say, Max Strus is. Well, shooting wise, I don't think he's that. So I think you have to reevaluate this team and see if they got to make some changes. But I think they run this team back, and it is kind of disappointing that the Cavs definitely did not win this series. But congratulations to the Pacers. You're going back to the Eastern Conference Finals again to possibly face the New York Knicks. So got to give them credit, man. Tyrese Halliburton, FC, we standing up, baby. Let's go. And I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Tyrese Halliburton is a superstar. He may not drop 25 and 12 and all that every night, but he don't have to for this team. Tyrese Halliburton has shown, once again, very good player, very clutch player. And when his team needed him most, he can step it up anytime he wants. That's what superstar do. That's what superstar player does in the clutch. This is what they do in the clutch. They play great. When you need them the most, they're going to step it up. And that's what Tyrese Halliburton has done this entire playoff series. And now he's getting his team back to the Eastern Conference Finals again. So congratulations to the Pacers. Now, let's get on with the Nuggets and the Thunder. The Thunder won this game 112 to 105 against the Denver Nuggets. We actually had another masterclass from Nikola Jokic. He had 44 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists. And Jamal Murray had 28 points, but you really didn't get help from nobody else. I think Aaron Gordon probably had one of his worst games this series. We talk about it all the time. The bench isn't good. I don't think the bench is really good. They don't do anything. And I think the Nuggets kind of ran out of gas. Like, you're relying on basically all the starters to play majority of all the minutes, and they can't do it, bro. Like, they're not OKC. OKC could damn near go 10 deep, and they could get rest. Like, Shea, like, I'm just naming, like, Shea only played 39 minutes, and he doesn't have to do that, but he will, obviously, in the playoffs. But with the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic basically has to play the entire game, or they'll lose, or they won't even stand a chance. And I think Jamal Murray stepped it up late, but he really didn't have a good game. 10 for 27 for 28 points. That's really ain't good. 3 for 13. He really wasn't that good. It was really just Nikola Jokic and anybody else who would step it up. I saw a stat that said they only scored 19 points in the fourth quarter, and Jokic had 13 of the points. That's what doomed them that fourth quarter. Getting outscored 34-19 is crazy. You're not going to win like that. So when Nikola Jokic has 13 points and the rest of the team has 6, you're not going to win. It's not going to happen. And the Nuggets should be up in the series. Probably they should have won this damn series. To be honest, they kind of folded game 4. Then you could basically say they folded here because they was up by 8 going in like the fourth quarter or early in the fourth quarter. They folded, and it's kind of on their fault And you can say management fault, but at the end of the day, you work with what you got out on the court. And the Nuggets should be up in this series or possibly could have won in 5, but they haven't. And you got to give the Thunder some credit. Give Shea credit, 31 points. And I'm glad that Chet and Jalen Williams actually had some decent games. Chet had 14. J-Dub had 18. Like, you got contributions from other players. Like, the last couple of games, you really haven't gotten them from your second and third best players. And this time they stepped it up. And I'm giving credit to Lou Dort. Lou Dort went 4 for 8 and he only hit 4 shots. And they were all threes, but 3 of them threes were in the fourth quarter. He hit some clutch threes in the fourth quarter, which helped up win this game. You got to give him credit. But Shea, as always, has been second best player on the court. It's been Jokic, but second best player on the court, obviously. And he stepped it up with 31 points, 6 boards, and 7 assists. Give him credit. And you just got to give this Thunder team credit with their defense. Their offense is good enough. And they're 1 win away from actually, beating these guys in 6 games. You know, this would be a tough series. I did pick the Thunder in 6, so it's most likely going to come true. But the Nuggets are at home. They do got the home court advantage on their side. So we have to wait and see how they play. I think they will bounce back better. I'm going to stick with my pick with Thunder in 6, but I will not be shocked if the Nuggets come out and play hard-nosed defense and offense and tie this series up and take it back to OKC. I will not be shocked if that happens. Well, they need to. They have no choice. But has been a really good series, but with clutch time and some blowouts, a blowout here and there. But this series has been really good. And the Thunder, this is a very young team. This is only like their second time really in the playoffs as a group. And they have showed like we can handle this this game against anybody, and they've been good. And I want to say something about Michael Porter. He has been low-key useless in this series. He can't do anything. Bro, this is like the second game in a row. He's giving you like less than like 10 points. He had 2 points yesterday. 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. I know the shoulder is messing him up, but he can't do anything. He's useless. It's basically 405 out there. He's just out there. He's just out there getting cardio. At this point, he can't do anything, and Jokic needs help. For them to win Game 6, I need Jamal Murray to have a Jamal Murray playoff riser classic game. If they want to win this game, if they want to win that game tomorrow, he has to play great. Jamal Murray has to play great. I think he will play a really good game. And I think Jokic is going to have a really good game too. Maybe not a masterclass, or he might have another masterclass. But I do know Jokic is going to come to play. And I think they have a chance of actually winning tomorrow. But I'm going to stick with Thunder in 6, and they close out this series, man. The Thunder probably was the better team all along. It's just the Nuggets have the experience on their side, and a lot of people figured that they could take advantage of them. But I've given the Thunder credit. They had, like, outside of Jokic masterclass games, the Thunder have actually done a great job on Jokic. He is making it hard for himself to get rebounds, score. It's making it hard on himself, and he got to make everybody else do something, and they haven't done nothing consistently. So you got to give credit to the Thunder, and I'm actually giving credit to the Nuggets for actually being like really good in this series, and they got a chance. But give credit to the Thunder for closing this out in Game 5, and now they have a chance to win this series tomorrow in Game 6. So I'm rolling with the Thunder tomorrow. And for today, I do think the Knicks close this out. I think the Knicks close out this series. Jason Tatum is not going to play, obviously, with the torn Achilles. I thought it wouldn't be that, but it is. So I think the Knicks actually show their dominance and actually take care of business. I think the Celtics will fight, for JT and just for pride itself. So I think the Knicks close this out, and the Timberwolves, they will close this out too, man. Warriors just don't got enough offense. They're not a good team without Steph Curry. Some people actually might pick the Warriors to fight, and hopefully they can get all the way to Game 6 and Steph Curry can play because they got a long break in between. So I got the Timberwolves just winning and probably blowing them out, man. Take care of business. Julius Randle has been great. Anthony Edwards has been great. Like, they just got too much firepower for the Warriors. And if Jimmy Butler ain't coming to play, they ain't winning nothing. I don't care what nobody tell me. They ain't gonna win anything. So if Jimmy don't come to play today, they will lose and get blown out. So I do have the Timberwolves closing this series out, and I do have the Knicks closing that out against the Tatumless Celtics. And that's it for this reaction to the game fives yesterday. Obviously, the Pacers close out the series against the Cavs 4-1, and the Thunder take a 3-2 lead against the Denver Nuggets. I will see y'all tomorrow when we do a full episode podcast with my co-host Charles. We will see you guys next time. See y'all later.